When you heard about JENA, how did you feel?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Well, what do you think about what's going on?
I think it's wrong.
Think it's wrong? By you being here today, what do you hope to accomplish for your future?
That this does not happen.
Alright.
The way I feel about the whole thing, I think that what they did to Michael was wrong because he shouldn't have been charged 22 years with an adult charge, and it's just unfair that they will charge him and not charge the white kids for what they did, which is why we're here marching today.
Well, what do you hope to accomplish for your future?
I hope that stuff like this doesn't happen in Baton Rouge, and hopefully we don't have to see stuff like this again.
Alright. Now, where are you from originally?
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, okay. Alright then, thank you. You first heard about this, how did it make you feel?
I felt sad and mad. Sad because they treat him like an adult. They have him in adult prison. And mad because they shouldn't put him in prison for life knowledge.
Okay, well, what do you hope to accomplish for your future by being here?
I hope that our accomplish to show people not to ever do this again, not to be racist anymore, and just to let people have their freedom.
Good thing. Derek Bozeman, Atlanta, Georgia, bringing a busload of people. That's what I'm talking about. Say something to the youth.
We're really here because we love our young people. When 6 young people who the world did not even know, now the world will never forget, can bring us on a cause of justice for them. We're fighting for every young black man that's out there that's been told he'll never be anything. This is about redeeming the soul of black folks. So that's why we're here in JENA. We're excited about being here.
All right. What should the youth, the ones who have not made it here, what could they do from this time forward to bring strength to this movement that's going on?
The first thing I say is know thyself. Knowledge of self is so powerful. You got to know yourself, and then you got to also understand that you cannot ever find yourself in a situation like this. Live the best life you can, and then when something goes wrong in the system, we'll come to your rescue. I think that's what we're saying to young people. We'll come to your rescue.
Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that what's heal or heal. It's just a lyrical pill. Something you can't taste but feel. You can take it or leave it. It's a lyrical pill. Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that what's heal or heal. It's just a lyrical.
They're on. Okay, let's turn off that light right there. Okay, welcome back once again, NeoSoul. We are here in Alexandria, Louisiana, where everybody's pretty much going to meet prior to going into JENA. Apparently, Michael Baisden had been putting out this information as well, and we've been checking up on our MapQuest and making sure we get that information as well. So we got a little lost on the way here, so we several hours, you know, past the time we're supposed to be here, but we've been seeing all kinds of buses and you know, cars. It's gonna be a pretty good crowd here. So we're just gonna have to see. Hopefully you get to see exactly what we see when we're just getting up to this and see what type of situation we're in. And like I said, this is just, you know, the beginning, and then we have to see. 7 o'clock now, 6:45 actually. And we're gonna be pulling up in a minute, so as soon as we get there, you're gonna see what we see, okay? So we'll see you in a second.
Hello everybody, my name is WILDER, and I'm here tonight promoting my book. It's entitled Thoughts of My Inner City, an autobiography. I'm an author, I'm a poet, I'm a writer. Growing up in the inner city, I had the opportunity. I might not have grown up in what people call the ghettos, but I had the opportunity to have friends growing up at Douglas High School in Northwest Atlanta, and I saw a lot of the trials and tribulations and things my friends went through, and I wrote this piece one time when I just thought about it. So the first piece, a part of Thoughts of My Inner City, entitled Inner City Blues. Do you hear the sounds of the inner city blues? Kids playing, mothers praying, have you heard the news? Someone's dying, a young child's crying, teens hip-hopping and bebopping, raps and rhymes, church bells, chimes, old hymns suppressed. We shall overcome. Let us march on till the victory is won. Do you hear the sounds of the inner city blues? Miss Mary, Mac, all dressed in black, cause the brother down the street got shot in the back. People homeless in garbage cans like pigs in the trunk. I can still hear the sounds of that gun going off, and oh, how the screams, they rang through my ears, and mama trying to calm me down. How can this subside my fears? Do you hear the sounds of the inner city blues? Double Dutch and hopscotch, kids running up and down the block, the bounce, 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 bounce of the ball on the neighborhood court. Inner thoughts of a 13-year-old boy selling drugs is his last resort. Do you hear the sounds of the inner city blues? Sirens and horns and bullets and bass and the sound of the rain as it falls on my face. And where there is rain, the children will grow, and the sunshine will come and it will bring a rainbow, shades of black, white, and red, and yellow, agree, and all come together in perfect harmony. Shh. Shh. Just listen. Thank you.
Why are we here? We're going to interview some people.
Have you ever heard of the Shaquanda Cotton story?
The Shaquanda Cotton story? No. I'm actually a correspondent from a local cable station in Atlanta called NeoSoul. I mean, we would love to hear the story. I mean, could you?
Well, Howard Witt did the story before he did the Gen 6 story. It was out of Paris, Texas. 14-year-old Shaquanda Cotton was accused of shoving a hall monitor, and they gave her up to 7 years in prison. Ricky Smiley had a big rally. She was on the Al Sharpton show. But anyway, there she is right there. Shaquanda. They freed her after Ricky Smiley came down and did the protest wasn't as big as this one, but it was pretty big.
Well, let's see if we could talk to Miss Shaquanda. Miss Shaquanda, can we speak to you? Excuse me. Mm-hmm. My name is WILDER. I'm a correspondent from a local cable network station in Atlanta, Georgia called NeoSoul. We was here to support, you know what I'm saying, a situation that's going on, and we'd like to hear about your situation if possible, and, you know, and how that happened and what went down with that.
It was on the morning of September 30th, 2005. I was attempting to go into the school building to take my medication when a school teacher, Jerry Flemings, he came up and he told me to go back outside, and I didn't argue with him. And then he was stepping on my shoestring, and I was trying to tell him that he was stepping on my shoestring, but at the same time he was yelling at me. So either he wasn't listening to me or he didn't hear me. And then so he thought I wasn't trying to go out the building. Then he pushed me in my back, and when he pushed me in my back, I hit my head on these metal doors, but they have metal bar in between them. I hit my head on a door, and then so I went on after school, and then I walked. I turned around and looked, and there were 2 white students being let in the school. And so I went back up to the door and I asked Cleta Brownfield. I said, well, Miss Brownfield, why do they get to go in the school building and I can't? And then she told me to get out her face. I'm not coming in the school building. And she pushed me, and she walked towards me to push me again. But as she walked towards me to push me again, I done my hands like this. And when I done this, she pushed my hands and pushed me backwards onto another girl. And then they told me to go to the office. And on March 6, 2006, my jury selection started, my trial started March 9th and ended March 10th, and I was sentenced up to 7 years in the youth prison.
And why was you sentenced for, what did they say that you did? I mean, it sounded like, you know, she was pushing you and all that.
Allegedly pushing the hall monitor.
Oh, the hall monitor, and they try to give you 7 years for that in juvenile detention? Wow. So now let me ask you, what was the turning point in your court case? How did that, you know, come out?
Well, Howard Witt had written a story about me. He's a reporter from Chicago. He had written a story in which got the news and media involved. And there was a protest held on March 27, 2007, and I was released March 30.
All right. Well, we're glad to see that you free, sister. You know what I'm saying? We don't need any more of our peoples in jail, especially for things like this. You know, so we appreciate, you know, you coming here, and I know we're going to appreciate this in Atlanta, Georgia, you know, knowing your story as well as the stories of the other injustice that has been going on throughout America since pretty much this administration's been in office. So maybe we're going to change some things today. So we appreciate your support of other students as well, and we saw that you had to go through your situation. So appreciate it. Thank you. So as you can see, we got all kinds of things going on here in JENA, Louisiana, all kinds of people.
And I don't know, I think
A lot of injustices we are trying to address all at one time. I think this is pretty much the straw that broke the camel's back.
Amongst other things, you, like I said, you sound poet. Do you have a poem you want to spit out that we could?
I don't know, baby. I'll go off the dome.
You free so. Hey, do you? We here on your time.
I travel in nights. 9 is the number completion. It doesn't matter if you tell me about your 7 and your 3 and your 6. 9 will always be the fix. Why do I say 9? Because after 9 you must start all over. Over and over and over. Whether that's 10, 20, 30, 40, or 60. Why do you think there's 9 planets in the solar system? It takes a woman 9 months to give birth. You can split an atom, but you cannot split a molecule. Living matter travels at nights. Every time they try to split a molecule, one jumps off, the other 8 gravitate right back to it. 360 degrees, the Earth rotates on its axis, as does your molecules. 3 and 6 will always equal 9. Half 360 degrees, 180 degrees. 8 and 1 will always equal 9. Half 100 degrees is 90 degrees. If there's 666, put it to a mirror, there's 999. Every time. Travel at nights, my brother, my sister. Completion.
That was powerful. It is. I really enjoyed that. I mean, it's really interesting to see. I mean, you know how you see a person on television illuminate funniness. It is just really.
That's just one shard of light in a rainbow.
Exactly.
So to get to know the full person, you have to know that person 360 degrees, rather than what that boob tube can only show you is one ray of light, as Madonna said, a ray of light, rather than the full light. Wow. Therefore, it being called enlightenment.
And we would like to know, why are you here? I mean, we already know the obvious.
Oh, I mean, just here standing for justice and paving the way for the younger generation, the next generation to come. So I brought my little girl here to make a stand. And we're here from Dallas, Texas.
Now, did you hear about any negative situations as far as anybody kind of discourage you about coming here and that it'd be a riot type situation? Or how was it in Dallas? How was it? A very positive?
Everybody was just really supportive. They sent their love and they said they were going to wear black and out of protest. They had several rallies at churches in Dallas too. So it was a good thing.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming and bring your little girl. And like I said, I know my family, they was thinking that it was going to be riot and all kind of craziness and stuff like that. But I was trying to tell them this is like a family reunion.
Yes.
You know, it's you know, we got all kinds of children and families here. And,
yes.
You know, of course, people that are, you know what I'm saying, the college students as well as the elderly here.
Yes,
so
and I'm really excited to see a lot of young people here, a lot of college students. Beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing that we all support. Thank you so much, sis. I see your daughter.
Well, the most thing I think about is the incredible set of circumstances that we as human beings are, you know, what can I say, you know, what role religion has played in my life seems like a ridiculous question, you know, when I consider it. It's like a Stephen King one line in a play I did. I was in this film called The Stand, and one character says he didn't believe in God, and so Mother Abigail bursts out in laughter and she says, it don't matter, it don't matter. He believes in you. So I find that a very satisfying thing. How could I say, well, religion doesn't play any role in my life. You know, it's the most ridiculous thing I can contemplate, because the very fact of me, the very fact of all of us, is something beyond our human comprehension. We're already incredible, but that incredible we aren't. You know, to believe, not believe in spiritual things is to miss a great excitement anyway in this tremendous set of circumstances that is a human being. You know, so even the question is spectacular.
No justice!
No peace!
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 Free Michael Bell!
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 No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Free the Gina 6!
Free Gina 6!
Free the Gina 6!
Free Gina 6!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Free Michael Bell!
Free Michael Bell!
People are speaking. The people have been here and the people are standing. We do not want people misdirecting our people. We don't want people to leave here until they hear our voices. They're trying to take us to Alexandria. They're trying to take us to a picnic. We came here for justice. If you want justice for Michael Bell, put your black fist in the air and say, free Michael Bell!
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 No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
This is not a one-man show. See, if they take it away from the people, when that person leaves, the movement leaves. As long as the people stay focused and know what we're here for, then we all win. There are corporate forces that want to try to derail us out of this city. We didn't come to Louisiana to go to anywhere but GENA. We didn't come to Louisiana to get shifted by Ford Motor Companies and take people to Alexandria. We are in GENA to stand for justice. We say free Michael Bell!
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 No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
This block that we stand here is the auction block of LaSalle Parish Courthouse. They tried to do a legalized lynching of the GENA 6. Today, we are standing for justice. No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
The people united will never be defeated. The people
United will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people.
When I see my friends with their dad, I feel sad. They ask me about you, I lie about the dad I never had. Mom does her best providing for the family, but God, please tell me why my daddy don't want me. Am I too ugly? Am I too fat? Am I too dumb? Am I too black? Am I too light? Is it because of moms or I don't smell right? Is it because I wet the bed and never listened like Mom said? I'll be good, I promise. Please come back. I need you, please hear me. Without you, I lack. I lack your love, your joy, your encouragement. I lack your fatherly touch. I need you. Moms can only do but so much. Why aren't you here for me? How can I get through? Fix it, do whatever it takes, for I am really missing you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, he's here. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Bell's dad, Marcus Jones, is back in the house. What's up, Marcus?
How everybody doing? Seems like it's multiplied since last time I left, didn't it?
But they had a hard time getting out of JENA with so many of them down there. They couldn't get out. Say hello to Michael Bell's dad. Marcus Jones is here, y'all. I know we had a chance to talk to you on our show. What do you want to say to the tens of thousands who came out to support your child and the other young men?
I appreciate it from the deepest part of my heart. I thank y'all so much. It's so good to see our people to come together for a cause like this. It just, man, y'all just don't know. This feel real good. But I wanna thank these two men right here. They're the ones that made this happen. Michael Basin put the word out. We all work together on this. So hopefully by 12 noon that my son should be out.
Is that 12 noon tomorrow?
Yeah. We praying and hoping. 12 noon tomorrow is supposed to be the time. So we hope that the judge and the DA don't try another trick. So hopefully tomorrow be the day.
And you know what? At 2 o'clock, the whole world is going to know if he is released. I couldn't imagine as a father, and my motivation, as you asked me earlier, you were providing Reverend Sharpton and I with plaques saying your thanks. And the reason why I did it, because all I did is what everybody, excuse me, I need to point at everybody, because everybody in this audience said, if it was my son, I would want to be there too. We took it real personal, didn't we?
When you heard about JENA 6, how did it make you feel?
It made me feel bad because we still have racism in 2007 in our country. It made me feel like we haven't really accomplished anything because there's still all white swimming pools, all white restrooms, all white drinking fountains in the year 2007.
And what did it make you think about doing?
It made me, well, when we first heard about it, we were all disappointed about it, of course, but when we heard that they were going to protest, my mom, it was kind of a last minute thing. We just came down here to show our support for the young man and hoping we can get this, what should I call it?
Call it like you feel it. Call it like you feel it.
I just hope we can get this dealt with and end racism in our country.
Another thing I'd like us to stop as a people, you know, I was watching this BET thing about 50 Cent and Brother West. And why must we always compete? You know, it doesn't matter who sells more. They're both winners. You know, you never hear him say the Rolling Stones are coming out with U2, who's gonna win? You know what I mean? It's Eddie Griffin versus Chris Rock. Nobody ever says Robin Williams versus George Carlin. You understand me? We have to stop dissing each other over that Willie Lynch program of make them compete against others. Put the old against the young, the dark against the light, the male against the female. And stop perpetuating that with these contests. Both of those brothers are the best at what they do. Why? Can't nobody beat 50 Cent being 50 Cent. Ain't nobody gonna beat Kanye West being Kanye West. Ain't nobody gonna beat Eddie Griffin being Eddie Griffin. As long as you're being yourself, your only competition is with self. I watch my old HBO specials, concert movies. I have to beat him because the last time the public seen me shine my light. Wow. So I have to outdo that Eddie Griffin because time ticks on.
Right.
And time itself is an illusion. You understand me? Yeah. Because when you understand what God said, I am the Alpha and the Omega, and forever, when you understand foreverness, how could it ever be time? Time is the void between 2 points. Empty space is time. And time is only clocked by distance. How far apart are we, my brother and sister?
All right. Welcome back to NeoSoul, Atlanta. We are coming back from the JENA trip rally that we had gone into, and it was a really, really positive experience. I think that was different than what most people had expected. A lot of the naysayers are now shut up.
Yeah.
There's no violence at all. In fact, it was the actual opposite. I think that it was a very family reunionish type of feeling. You know, of people coming together with a certain amount of compassion and love, with a purpose. And it wasn't angry mobs and, you know, with these anti-rallies with the KKK that a lot of people had predicted that would happen. In fact, the police officers were very friendly. You know, it seemed like, you know, the city of Alexandria went out its way to, you know, welcome all of these people. The mayor and everybody.
They really stepped up.
They really did. I mean, what was your opinion of as far as that?
I thought even in JENA, I thought it was very well. The police, they were very professional, very considerate of our needs and the people's anger, and they didn't rush to try to intimidate or. I didn't even feel much tension there. Did you feel much tension, like racial tension?
No, I didn't feel the tension at all. I mean, I thought it was I mean, it seemed, I mean, even like I said, it's when we noticed in the rallies, I mean, there was other nationalities, Hispanics that you know, we captured as far as photographs of, as Caucasian people as well. I mean, there was a number of them. I believe I seen an Asian person as well too. So I mean, like I said, I mean, it wasn't you know, a whole lot as far as the percentage was small, but nonetheless, they was out there supporting. You know, I mean, I was really surprised to see the Mexicans out there. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that's part of my peoples as well. And they had the signs and the bilingual signs. You know,
I loved it, man.
And it was good to show that, you know, that they out there supporting, you know, us in that situation. But it also has to affect with them the judicial system that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? If a problem in the judicial system is going to affect one person, it's very easily going to affect a lot of people. So I mean, I just felt that it was really good. I think we did a great job. Unluckily, we wasn't able to take the cameras with us because we had our technical difficulties, so they wasn't able to see, you know, the school over there at JENA, the high school. They tore up the tree. So we did get some pictures of the stumps that the Black Panther Party had rallied on. So, you know, it was interesting, you know what I'm saying, the whole situation, and I think that it was a positive experience, and I really think that it was a beautiful one. And I think that it's a whole new kind of a protest experience, a different type that we're not used to.
It's a new spirit.
Yeah, it is definitely
it's the same spirit, but it's...
Yeah, I think it's matured. I think it evolved in a sense. I think that it's evolved in a sense, and I think it really is going to make a difference as far as the outcome. Now, if everything's turned around, and you know what I'm saying, they realize that 50 to 60,000 people that came up there, even though they was nonviolent, you know what I'm saying, it made a statement, then I think that would very much, you know, be a symbol of how successful it was.
Are you serious? 3 days turned into attempted murder? No way. Now what if that was 6 little white boys jumping a black kid? Would it really made it this far? No.
Oh, yes it will. It's been too